This is XRP bro, bringing you guys content like no other. I hope everyone's having a great Father's Day today. We're gonna jump into a quick video today, just talking about the SEC case that XRP and Ripple have been in for almost 5 years now, and then I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more content. But John Deaton, I'm sure you guys know who this is. He just made a video, I believe it was yesterday. It's about 30 minutes long on his YouTube channel. You can check it out. But he says this: Attorney John Deaton predicts there's a 70% chance that Judge Annalisa Torres will lift the injunction and put an end to the SEC versus Ripple case. There's a 30% chance that she won't grant it. She does not have to put the appeal or approve or deny the grant before June 16th. So this could take 2 weeks. This could take a month. But she does not have to put it in before the 16th, just so you guys know. But it's pretty optimistic that, there's a 70% chance that he can see her granting it, and there's a 30% chance that she won't. I told you guys in the other video that, I expect that she's not going to, but I'm also hoping for the best. If she does it, great. If she does not, we've been here before, and we know that we just have to keep holding, and the day will come where XRP and Ripple are unleashed and can do what they can do best, and that day is coming, my friends. So just stay a little bit more patient. Almost there. Let me scroll down to the bottom here. I got a lot of good content today to show you guys. Right here from Will Fudd, he says, just in, banks forecast oil prices could soar to $120. That terrible war that's going on over in Iran, guys, my prayers go out to those that are affected. I just pray for peace, and I hope that they can come to peace quickly. But this is a video. I'm not going to play it, but a oil refinery had been struck by missiles, and this can also cause the price of oil to skyrocket to triple digits. So they don't trade over the weekend, so it's kind of like the stock market. So tomorrow, Monday, we can see an updated price for oil. So just get your, popcorn ready, guys, because it's about to be a wild show. Chad Steingraber says, put the pieces together. I'm giving you all that you need. Citi's integrated digital assets technology platform seeks to enable clients to leverage distributed ledger technology. So Ryan Rugg, I'm not sure who this guy is. He may have some ties to Ripple. Let me see. Oh, Ryan Rugg is the Citibank. I'm not sure how you say this person's name, but Swift, and then Pega Saltani is Ripple. I'm assuming they all have ties and connections to each other, and there could be a partnership announced in the future between Ripple and Citi. Right here, Bitcoin maxi Jeff Booth admits Bitcoin will fail if it's only seen as a store of value and not used for daily payments. The future isn't Bitcoin, it's XRP, built for utility, real payments, real speed, real value. Its takeover is only a matter of when, not if. Let's hear what he has to say.
Which is that if Bitcoin does not become a widely used medium of exchange, then it will fail. So is this the biggest threat Bitcoin faces? And as Bitcoiners, how can we take action towards this end?
Use it. Spend on it. Because that sounds like a harder statement for most people. I don't think maybe I'm going to start in a different place. There's a whole bunch of Bitcoiners today who are starting to see it as a store of value or a part of a store of value, who 2, 3, 5, 7 years ago couldn't in the wild.
And to be honest with you guys, I agree with what they said in the video. Bitcoin, if it's only seen as a store of value, if that's the only narrative that it has going for it, Bitcoin will fail. We've already talked about this in previous videos. XRP is a real Bitcoin. XRP is Bitcoin 2.0, and XRP does what Bitcoin was originally created to do, but better. So if that is the narrative that Bitcoin has going forward, don't be surprised to see Bitcoin's price tumble. especially if Tether gets sanctioned and you get the money rotating out from the Bitcoin ETFs. Verson from Black Swan Capitalist posted a great article. You can go find this on his page. I'll read a little bit to you guys. Gold is finally decoupling from interest rates because it's being reintegrated into the monetary system under Basel III regulations. A massive structural change most people don't realize is already underway. Here's how it's happening step by step. First, central banks have been aggressively buying physical gold over the past few years. This isn't just for show, it's meant to strengthen their reserves and comply with Basel III's new liquidity rules, which now recognize allocated gold as a high quality liquid asset. That means gold is officially back as a core reserve asset on par with government bonds. Second, they're the same ones pushing for tokenization, turning physical gold into digital value that can be moved instantly, securely, and transparently on blockchain networks. This step makes gold a practical solution in today's digital financial systems and opens new possibilities for liquidity and settlement. Third, these same central banks are adopting Ripple's infrastructure to build compliant stablecoins backed by gold and other assets. Ripple's technology with XRP at its core is uniquely positioned to handle cross-border payments, regulatory compliance, and real-time settlement, making it the critical backbone needed to modernize the entire monetary infrastructure. Finally, the Genius Act, which is going to be passed this upcoming week around stablecoins, will provide the regulatory clarity and legal framework that's been missing. It will greenlight the entire process, allowing governments, financial institutions, and businesses to confidently adopt these new digital assets at scale. This isn't speculation or theory. I've been reporting this trajectory for the last 5 years. If you watch closely, all the pieces fit together perfectly. The future monetary system is around the corner, and gold, powered by XRP's infrastructure, is central to it. Gold and stablecoins are the real innovation reshaping money. Very well said, straight to the point. Where did it go? Sorry, guys. Let me get back up here. Another post coming from Chad Steingraber. The value is in the protocol because it is the open source and can be accessed by anyone for any purpose. Ripple Interledger Protocol ILP XRPL. Cross-border payments network Ripple, which is one of the top funded fintech startups, created the Interledger Protocol, a free, open source, and neutral web protocol that provides an interface for the different ledgers to interact and maintain their balances in their own units. Pretty cool. We already talked about that. Here's another video kind of explaining what we just talked about with Bitcoin and the store value narrative. But this is Jack Dorsey. Some people think this is the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. Let's see what he has to say.
So let's fast forward to the future, and Bitcoin has failed. How did it fail?
I think it fails through irrelevance. Like it fails to be relevant to people on a daily basis. If it just ends up being store of value and nothing more, I don't think it gains relevance at all. I think it has to be payments for it to be relevant on the everyday. Otherwise, it's just something you kind of buy and forget and only use in emergency situations or when you want to get liquid again. So I think if it doesn't transition to payments and find that everyday use case, it's increasingly irrelevant. And that's better.
Yeah, I'm not going to add too much more to that because I already talked about it, but Bitcoin will fail. XRP will replace Bitcoin, and Bitcoin right now is a distraction to keep people away from XRP. So keeping it right to the point. Right here over in Iran, closing the Strait of Hormuz, the passage that most of the supply, 99% of the supply goes through. There's talks that they are going to close it, which can also skyrocket oil past that triple digit or even higher. So, and XRP, guys, today, like, markets are up and down, but XRP is sitting at $2.16. With the end of the SEC case on the horizon, whether it happens tomorrow or 2 weeks or a month from now, you won't be seeing this price much longer. It is gearing up for the next leg, whether that's a 5, 10, 20x. We are going to be getting priced out very quickly, very soon. So, it's not financial advice. Everything I say is educational and entertainment purposes, but I'm buying XRP as often and as much as I can because I know where this thing is going. And I've been posting videos on my YouTube channel about that, but you know, we will see a 4, 5, 6 digit XRP in the future. An XRP rich list, I just wanted to show you guys this as well. Right now you have this much XRP total. XRP that's not in escrow is 63 billion. I already showed you the current price, but right now the number of XRP wallets is $6.5 million. You know, let me just type in how much, you know, let's just say you have 10,000 XRP. It will show you guys what you are ranked on in terms of wallet and supply. Let me see if this actually loads up. Actually, right here. I'm sorry. This is the rich list. You know, so if you have roughly 2,500 XRP, you're in the top 10%. 8,700 XRP, 5%. 11,000 XRP, 4%. 16, so on. You can kind of see, you know, the placement and the ranking, but eventually this is going to change. So, you know, that was pretty much all I had for the video. So I hope you guys have a great Father's Day to all the dads out there. And again, you know, let's pray for peace over in Iran. And I will see you guys in another video. Peace out.